Today we are taking a look at Yotsuba Nakano from the Quintessential Quintuplets. This is the dark version in the BiCute Bunnies line by FuRyu. The Quintessential Quintuplets follows Fuutarou Uesugi as he tutors 5 identical sisters who hate studying. The series blends romance and comedy as they navigate high school life together. Yotsuba Nakano is the energetic and cheerful 4th sister, known for her athleticism and helpful nature. Today's highlights for this figure are the energetic surprise pose, the real fabric net tights, and the detailed translucent parts. First, the pose captures her cheerful personality with both hands raised and an energetic S-curve silhouette. This dynamic stance is reinforced by a little devil theme that suits her mischievous expression beautifully. Second, one leg features real fabric net tights secured by a garter belt, contrasting with the smooth skin of the other. This mix of materials adds a premium tactile quality not often seen in standard prize figures. Finally, detailed translucent parts are used for the hair tips and the wings on her back. These touches add lightness and depth to the overall design, enhancing the visual appeal from every angle. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face immediately establishes the high energy of the figure with a bright, open-mouthed smile that is sculpted with impressive depth. Instead of a simple flat paint application, the mouth cavity is properly recessed, showcasing a carefully painted tongue and a single sculpted upper tooth that adds a sense of playful realism. The eyes are executed with a high-definition paint that captures the complex gradient of her character design, transitioning smoothly from deep green to a lighter teal. Crisp white highlights are placed precisely in the upper corners of the irises, giving her gaze a lively and focused appearance that works from multiple viewing angles. Moving to the hair, the sculpt features a short bob cut that is defined by sharp, distinct strand separation rather than a solid, blocky mass. The tips of the hair utilize a translucent material that allows light to diffuse softly through the orange paint, creating a delicate, airy texture that mimics the fineness of real hair. This gradient effect is particularly effective around the bangs, where the color lightens naturally as it reaches the forehead, preventing the fringe from casting overly heavy shadows on the eyes. Her trademark ribbon headband is sculpted with voluminous loops that sit high on the crown, acting as a dynamic centerpiece that anchors the silhouette. Adding to the unique theme of this version, 2 black devil horns curve upward from the hair, their smooth surface contrasting with the textured strands around them. The side locks sweep outward with a deliberate flow, suggesting the motion of her sudden stopping or turning, which matches the energy of the upper body. The overall finish on the skin is a soft matte that diffuses light evenly, ensuring that the face remains the focal point without any unwanted oily reflections. Every element, from the perfectly centered eye print to the motion-implied hair sculpt, works together to preserve her cheerful identity while successfully integrating the darker fantasy elements. The upper body outfit is a master study in using texture to create visual interest within a monochromatic black color scheme. The main body of the dress mimics a matte fabric that absorbs light, which allows the structural details of the sculpt to define the form. Complex frills line the edges of the bodice and the shoulder straps, each ruffle deeply molded to create natural shadows that imply layers of material. These frills possess a sharpness that prevents them from looking thick or heavy, maintaining a delicate and premium appearance. The shoulders are completely exposed, highlighting the seamless construction of the upper arms where they join the torso, maintaining the illusion of continuous skin. Contrast is introduced through the use of a high-gloss finish on the armbands and the corset section, which shine brilliantly under direct light. This wet look effect on the accessories implies a latex or patent leather material, contrasting sharply with the dry, soft look of the main dress. The hands are posed with distinct character, capturing a gesture of playful surprise. The fabric folds around the waist are sculpted to show tension, pulling tight against the corset bones to emphasize the cinched silhouette. Turning the figure around reveals a completely exposed back, where the spinal groove is subtly sculpted to add anatomical realism to the pose. From the lower back, a pair of translucent wings extends outward, featuring a gradient that fades from opaque black to a clear, smoky gray at the tips. Between these wings, a sculpted tail curves outward, ensuring it remains visible even when viewing the figure from the front three-quarter angle. The tail tip ends in a heart shape, a playful detail that softens the devil motif. A white collar sits at the neck, providing a crucial break in the black palette, and is adorned with a metallic green heart pendant that catches the light. The combination of matte fabric, glossy leather-like accents, translucent wings, and smooth skin creates a rich visual rhythm that keeps the eye moving across the figure. The lower body design is the technical highlight of this piece, showcasing a bold mix of media that drastically elevates the tactile quality of the figure. The most striking feature is the use of real fabric net tights on one leg, a detail that provides actual physical texture rather than just a painted representation. This mesh material hugs the curvature of the calf and thigh perfectly, creating a realistic interplay of shadow and skin tone that varies depending on the viewing angle. In contrast, the other leg is left bare, exposing the smooth, matte finish of the skin structure. On this bare thigh, a green 5-leaf clover mark is printed with razor-sharp precision. A garter belt connects the net stocking to the upper thigh, featuring sculpted buckles and straps that press slightly into the skin to suggest realistic tightness. The skirt itself is a dynamic element, pleated heavily and flaring outward to follow the momentum of her hip twist. The pleats are sculpted with deep recesses, ensuring that the skirt maintains its volume and shape even when viewed from low angles. Underneath the flying skirt, she wears sculpted hot pants. The pose mechanics are grounded firmly on the stocking-clad leg, which stands straight to support the weight, while the bare leg kicks back playfully. Her footwear consists of high heel with a semi-gloss finish that simulates polished leather, complete with distinct heels and sole detailing. The way the skirt floats away from the legs suggests a sudden, energetic stop or a jump, adding a kinetic quality to the static object. The careful balance between the heavy black skirt and the lighter, detailed legs creates a composition that feels stable yet full of movement. This figure is approximately 25 centimeters tall. That's about 9.8 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Yotsuba Nakano in the BiCute Bunnies line by FuRyu represents a remarkable achievement in mixed media figure design. The face sculpt is a triumph, capturing the character's infectious energy through a deeply sculpted mouth and high-definition eyes that remain sharp and engaging from every angle. The use of translucent materials in the hair tips and wings adds a layer of delicacy to the silhouette, preventing the darker color palette from feeling heavy or flat. The upper body demonstrates an expert understanding of texture, using the contrast between matte dress frills and glossy armbands to guide the eye and suggest luxury materials. The exposed back and the carefully integrated tail ensure that the figure remains visually interesting even when displayed or viewed from the rear. However, it is the lower body that truly sets this figure apart, with the inclusion of real fabric net tights, providing a premium tactile experience that plastic alone cannot achieve. The decision to leave one leg bare creates a purposeful asymmetry, allowing the green clover print to stand out as a key character identifier. The pose itself is full of life, utilizing a dynamic S-curve and active limb placement to convey the playful surprise concept perfectly. Every element, from the heart-shaped tail tip to the specific gradient of the eye print, shows a dedication to preserving the character's identity while adapting her into this unique theme. Distinctive features like the glossy corset and the intricate garter belt sculpting prove that attention was paid to every millimeter of the design. Because of this cohesive design and execution, fans of the quintessential quintuplets or Yotsuba Nakano will find this to be a meaningful addition to their collection. With that focus, collectors who appreciate mixed media figures with bold, energetic poses will find the artistry here to be deeply satisfying and well curated. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.